it up. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bob.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First and 10 from the 31. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. Going for the marker on the ground. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening,
a full dive to haul that one in.
By the receiver. Gain of 33 on the play.
and that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Give to the running back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Off-play action. Under fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Larson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, midshipman. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
You can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game, on third down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sure hands, it's Bickley. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
Grab near the marker is Bickley. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a chance. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the Navy midshipman offense comes out, and they'll try to put together their first drive of the game. And, Jesse, they've got a quarterback that, if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
Here comes the option. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch and kept it himself and turned it into a big play. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter.
Navy 7, Notre Dame 3.
So 1st down here as they go back to work. The option look. He'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
2nd down.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
On the option.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick, didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes a grab on the shot. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Let's see what they've got on second down. The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. At the 45, on his way. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
On the move at the 30. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Power football with the run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The offense set for a first down play. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, Navy! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. We saw a great example of it right there.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here come the Irish, back on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The short hands, it's Bickley. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and you never complain.
The give on the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick strike complete. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Complete to the right. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Quick handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires downfield. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He'll pull it down. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes a hit as he fires. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Right on target this time. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy, a 50-yarder from the left hash. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Now on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here come the Irish back on offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Notre Dame right back to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll run it. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Off the play fake.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it downfield. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame! go the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Nobody around as he makes the catch. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Leaves it with the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Sends it back in motion. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Hold it.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Navy will have to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. First play of the drive, wants to throw. They're setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 35. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Going over the top. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Irish. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And here comes the Navy offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. On the option, it's Hawkins. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
On the option. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Gets the back moving. Goes to the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I'll tell you, you do not see a lot of big men with the ability to run like that defensive end did right there. The offense trying to trick him, trying to get the quarterback to the perimeter of the field, but just big man chasing down little man and getting to him quickly. That was impressive.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the outside. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on second and short. He'll pitch it. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Smashes it between the uprights. They have taken the lead here in the fourth. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off-play action on first down. There's the pressure. Working that left side now. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Back to pass. Can't connect on his first throw. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Right back to the well. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on! And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Leaves it with the running back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
Notre Dame, 24, needing 20.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35.
Let's go! Let's go!
Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Under fire. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go!
From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set!
Wants to throw again. Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Down late in a 4-point game, they'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the 4th quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in him.
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. You always don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic because of those.
Touchdown, midshipman! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And it's go time. You need a play late, and the big tight end comes through for you. You find him, he does the rest, catches the football, gets in for the touchdown, and now you take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win this game, but, David, I don't hate being aggressive here either.
No, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not leaving it up to my kicker if I have a choice. I trust my...
Snags it on the right. Turning on the Jets. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. He wants to throw it. Rushes on him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Wants to throw, and not much time to work with. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. First down, you get the sack. Second down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting at third and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to shut this offense down right now.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Needs a big completion on third and long. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Snatches it on the right. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Well, that's one way to make sure you avoid a safety. Just get it to the other end of the field. It's 1st and 10 in plus territory. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bickley. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Going to sling it on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating.